Indeed, I came to Morocco University Toastmasters Club, I think in about after an absence of 2 years, I believe, 2 or 3 years. And it's quite nice to see, although the number of the members who are present here is about 10, but at least that is a great indication. I remember when we started our club, way back about 9 years ago, there had been occasions where we had only 3 members present for the meeting, but we still ran the meeting. We started the meeting on time, and we probably ended the meeting early, but we still ran the meeting. Today I saw the same thing happening, President himself playing a couple of roles, and all of you at least taking one role or another to make the club very successful. And that's a very good sign of a club, because we may not have the full crowd, or we may not have 30 or 40 people in a club, but the whole purpose of a club meeting is to come together and learn together and leave this room as at least a little slightly elevated. So that's the whole idea. Therefore, I congratulate you for that. And if I comment about the new things, and this whole thing is a novel idea, I really like. As I came, I went through each and every photo to see whether my favorite author is there, but he wasn't. But still, I really liked it. Mark Twain, of course. I happen to sit behind Mark Twain, and there are other authors. I am not saying they are bad, but my favorite author in international literature is Maxim Gorky. In local literature, I would say it is K. Jayatilaka and Mahagamasekara. They are my favorites. Not to say that the others are bad. They are my personal taste. So, what has literature to do with Toastmaster? I think, as I was discussing with Nalin, sorry, I at once couldn't remember your name. As I was discussing with him, it is the literature which has kind of molded us to the people who we are today. I think the association with literature. When I was listening to Nisansa's speech, why doesn't a movie is so as tasteful as the book is? Now, when we read the book, we create our vivid pictures, the mental images, because the literature is like that. You know, it creates pictures. So we have created certain. If Martin Vikramasinghe is talking about a village, so we have the picture of that village in our mind. And when we go to see the movie, especially Madoldu, I was totally disappointed, because that is not the village that I had in my mind. That was entirely different. But nonsense, this is not Madoldu that I know. So this is what really happened. And those days when we were small, there was no TV. The most popular pastime in the evenings were the radio. So we had radio dramas, especially Muan Palace. So we loved, people would gather around the radio and listen to Muan Palace. And I, from a very far city, from Kalam, Badulla, we have to listen to radio on short waves. You electronic engineers know what short waves is, how difficult it is to tune a short wave station, and you can hardly listen to a radio station without noise, because it's always noisy. With all that, we would listen to those dramas, and I had a beautiful picture of this village Muan Palace in my mind. When I went to see the movie, totally different, because that was not the Muan Palace I had in my mind. So this is what really happens. But coming to my favorite author, Maxim Gorky, and my favorite story of Maxim Gorky is a short story called Makar Chitra. It comes in a collection of short stories called Steps, the Plains of Steps. or stories of steps. So there are 3 stories in that little booklet, and the first story is Magarchutra. And this Magarchutra story was made to a film. And many years later, I watched on national television, Magarchutra. My God, it was the identical story that I had in my mind. I really loved it, and later, many years later, I went on internet, searched, and finally found a copy which I could download free. And I watched that movie, and I have watched it several times, and I really loved it. So there are occasions like that. That is because we are talking about literature. Coming back to Toastmasters and the meetings, I think that is a very good thing. So if you are aligned to a theme, so everybody thinks in the same way. So it is very good when, like birds fly in formation. When they fly in formation, it is beautiful to see. So when there is a theme for a meeting, everybody is talking in formation, because we are all talking about literature. So that is a very good. And also I noted the general evaluator is using a pre-printed format, and I believe that you are filing it in your reports. And that's a very good thing, I would say. It's very, very important thing. And I am going to recommend this observation to other clubs too, because normally general evaluators say things, and they give suggestions for the club's improvement. And by the time next meeting, everything is followed. We do the same mistake over and over again. So if there is a written record, there is a way of kind of following it up or something. So that's a great thing. One area I would suggest you to improve is in the round robin. The round robin, I didn't see that anybody picking up the last word. The whole exercise about round robin, and it happens only in Sri Lanka. No other club in any other part of the world uses this round robin. Somebody who brought Toastmasters to Sri Lanka introduced this to Sri Lanka. Ever since we are having it. Now Indians are having it in their club meetings. Very soon it will come in the prescribed Toastmaster manual also. Actually, many people say that round robin is a warm-up exercise. No, we don't need warm-up to speak. Actually, round robin trains you for the most important thing in communication. That is listening and quick thinking and speaking. So it's it's a really good. I have felt it very useful whenever suddenly your boss comes up and says something, so you have an instant answer to give because of this. Yeah, I am telling you honestly out of my experience. I'm not worried even to go to a meeting and sit there. The most irrelevant thing or the most unprepared unprepared question will be asked from me, but I stand up and I give an answer, which I at least take them away, drift them their thoughts somewhere else because of these Toastmaster skills. So please make sure that you catch the last word and start your sentence using that word. You are not talking about that word. You don't have to talk about that word. You start your sentence with that word. That is the whole challenge. I have seen many times people talk about the word. If it is the book, they say books are good to read and all that. So that you are talking about the word. No, you don't have to talk about the word, but you use the word in your first sentence, and your sentence will begin with that. So that is only one important point I would like to highlight. And if I come to the 4 core values of Toastmasters, I think this is something that I would like to share with you, a very valuable thought. I believe because as Toastmasters, wherever we go, I feel Toastmasters are different human beings who are very easy to live with. They are honest, they are sincere, they are truthful, they have all these qualities. And they come because of the values of Toastmasters. There are only 4 values that we Toastmasters preserve. And it is very easy to remember if you remember the word RISE, R-I-S-E. They are the 4 values of Toastmasters. R stands for respect, respecting individuals. And I heard Dr. Ranga prompting Nissan sir about respect. When the general evaluator, Madam General Evaluator, called up the grammarian's report before the other evaluations, you were trying to kind of say, no. Then I heard Dr. Ranga telling, no, respect, respect. So that is exactly what is meant. So we have an practical illustration here. When we come to Toastmasters, we come here to learn something. So in the process of learning, we may not do everything perfectly because we are all learning. We are trying out something for the first time. So that's not wrong. In fact, at least we must respect the fact that the person is trying to do it, or the person is trying to do a good job. The respect is, and the other thing is, the respect is a mutual thing. It is out of respect that Nissan sir invited me to attend your club meeting today. So it is my duty to return or reciprocate that respect by coming here and presenting myself, something valuable to you. So respect in whatever the level, whatever the form it is, respect is by far the best value that a Toastmaster should have. We must respect each other. So because we respect each other, we do not blame others. We do not send out emails saying, this was not done properly and this is not the right way to do. We don't do it. We respect the fact that the meeting was conducted well and we had a good time. So the first value is respect. Then the second one is integrity. Integrity, being honest, being respectful, being truthful, whatever the thing you do. And I know there are some clubs, there had been clubs, I don't see them happening now. Towards the end of the year, every club wants to become distinguished. So they want, in order to become distinguished, they need this many number of members, this many CCs, this many ACs, so on and so forth. So the presidents and VP education, they know that formula by heart. So their biggest burden is how to make this club distinguished. You can simply go online and add some people as members. Right? You can say, right, so and so completed CC, so and so completed CC, so and so completed AC. We do not do it because we are truthful, we are sincere, we are honest. So that is where integrity comes. So integrity is a very valuable thing. Even if you look at our own religions teach us to become very honest people. We do not lie, we do not cheat, we do not do anything. So integrity is a very important value that we Toastmasters also should have, and I believe we all have that. Then comes S. S stands for service. Service is an integral part of Toastmastering, whether you hold a office post or not. Servicing each other. Now, if I ask a particular Toastmaster to evaluate my speech, so that is part of service that you are doing to me to help me to become a better speaker next time. So service again is we do it mutually, and the club leaders serve the club to become a better club. At the installation, why does the club president say that I will do my best to make this club the best club in the district or wherever, and to make sure that each member achieves their own goals. So that is part of service. So the whole aim of the club leadership is to help you to achieve your own goals. Maybe you want to achieve half CC this year. That is your personal goal. It's okay. Half CC is you go only up to 5th level. So that may be your goal. But if the club club leadership does not allow you to do that, and there's something wrong. And I think the club leaders of University of Morador Toastmasters Club are always geared to do that. So it is up to you to take that opportunity to reach your own personal goal. And their job is to facilitate that. So that stands for SERPS. E is for excellence. Generally, we engineers, we always try to achieve excellence, and similarly, the Toastmasters also want to achieve excellence. Excellence is not trying to be perfect. Now, perfection is something that you can never achieve. Perfection you cannot achieve, but excellence, yes, you can achieve. Right? You achieve certain level of excellence. Excellence is something that doesn't have a ceiling. You achieve certain level of excellence. Next year you surpass that. Next year, following year, you go beyond that, and you go on achieving excellence. So you always excel in your activities. So excellence is the fourth level. So if you live with these four values: respect, integrity, service, and excellence, it doesn't make, it will not only make you a good Toastmaster, it makes you a good person, a good citizen to this country, and that is what we need most. And I thank you very much for the club members and the club leadership for inviting me for being here, and it always gives me nostalgic memories when I walk into Morador University, and I like to visit your club more often and help you as much as possible.